If cats could talk, most of them wouldn't ask for expensive toys, luxury beds, or gourmet treats. They would ask for something much more important. They would ask to be understood. Because one of the saddest truths about living with a cat is that many cats are deeply loved, but not always loved in the way they actually need. And if your cat could sit you down for one honest conversation, there are probably 6 things they would beg you to do differently. Some of them are simple. Some of them are things most owners never even think about. And one of them might completely change the way you see your cat forever. 1. Let me come to you first. If your cat had one message for you, it might be this: please stop forcing affection when I'm trying to feel safe. To humans, love often looks like reaching out, picking up, hugging, pulling close. But to a cat, love often begins with choice. Imagine being small, sensitive, and constantly surrounded by a giant creature who keeps grabbing you because they adore you. Even when the intention is loving, the experience can feel overwhelming. That's why one of the greatest gifts you can give a cat is restraint. Let them approach first. Let them sniff your hand. Let them choose the distance. Let them decide when touch becomes trust. Because when a cat comes to you on their own, that moment means everything. It means they feel safe. It means they feel in control. It means in their own quiet way, they picked you. And that is one of the purest forms of trust an animal can give. So the next time your cat lingers near you, don't rush the moment. Be still. Be soft. Be worth approaching. 2. Play with me like I'm still wild. A cat lying on the couch may look peaceful, but somewhere underneath that soft fur is a tiny hunter with ancient instincts that never truly disappeared. And if your cat could complain about one thing, it might be this: my body is in your home, but my instincts are still waiting to be used. So many cats are fed well, sheltered well, even adored, but mentally underfed. A toy tossed across the room once in a while is not always enough. Your cat doesn't just want movement, they want the story of the hunt, the stalking, the pause, the twitch, the chase, the capture. That's why one toys work so well. They let your cat become what they were built to be. And when that instinct has nowhere to go, it often leaks out in strange ways. Midnight zoomies, attacking your anchors, knocking things off tables, sudden bursts of chaos that seem random, but aren't random at all. Sometimes your cat isn't being bad. Sometimes they are simply desperate to feel alive. Even 10 minutes of proper play can change a cat's mood, confidence, and bond with you. To your cat, daily play is not a bonus, it's emotional oxygen. 3. Give me high places and hiding places. If you really want to understand a cat, remember this: cats are both predator and prey. They are hunters, yes, but they are also creatures designed to stay alert, protected, and ready to disappear when the world feels too loud. So if your cat could redesign your home, they would probably ask for 2 things immediately: a place to climb and a place to vanish. High places give cats confidence. A shelf, a window perch, a cat tree, the top of a bookcase where they can watch the world without being touched. From above, a cat can breathe, observe, feel in control. And hiding places matter just as much. Not because your cat wants to avoid you, but because every nervous system needs recovery. A covered bed, a quiet corner, a box under a chair, a room where nobody follows them for a while. To many people, a hiding cat looks distant. But to the cat, hiding can be self-protection, self-regulation, a way of saying, I need a moment to feel okay again. A cat that always feels exposed may never fully relax. But a cat with safe territory starts to bloom. They become calmer, friendlier, more curious, more themselves. 4. Keep my world predictable. Humans crave excitement. Cats crave stability. And this is something many owners don't realize until their cat starts acting strange. Eating less, hiding more, becoming clingy, becoming irritable, missing the litter box, over-grooming, staring at the door like something invisible has changed. Usually, something has. Cats notice everything. A moved chair, a new smell, a different feeding time, a loud guest, a suitcase by the door, your stress level, the way the house feels before anyone else notices it. And because cats are creatures of pattern, unpredictability can feel deeply unsettling. If your cat could ask for one comfort, it would be this: please make my life feel reliable. Feed me around the same time. Keep my litter box clean. Don't suddenly change everything at once. When something in the home must change, give me time to adjust. Routine may look boring to us, but to a cat, routine is peace. It tells them the world still makes sense. And when the world makes sense, a cat can rest. 5. Notice the tiny changes before they become big problems. This one matters more than most people realize. Because if cats could speak honestly, many of them would say, please don't wait until I'm obviously suffering to realize something is wrong. Cats are masters of hiding pain. That's not because they're dramatic. It's because showing weakness has never been safe in the animal world. So instead of loud signals, they often send whispers. A cat who used to jump onto the bed and suddenly stops. A cat who still eats, but a little slower. A cat who still greets you, but not at the door anymore. A cat who starts sleeping in a new place. A cat who grooms less or more. A cat whose eyes look normal, but somehow not quite the same. These small shifts are easy to dismiss, but they are often the first language of discomfort. And one of the kindest things you can do for a cat is become a student of their normal, not just their dramatic moments, their ordinary ones. Know how they sit, how they blink, how quickly they come to food, where they like to sleep, what happy looks like on them. Because when you know your cat deeply, you notice sooner. And for a creature that hides pain so well, being noticed early is a form of protection. Sometimes even a form of love. 6. Love me in my language, not yours. This may be the most important one of all, because at the heart of every good relationship with a cat is this simple truth. Cats do love. They just rarely perform love the way humans expect. A dog may rush toward you. A cat may sit 3 feet away and face your direction. A dog may explode with excitement. A cat may slow blink from across the room. A dog may demand affection loudly. A cat may quietly follow you from room to room, pretending not to. And if you miss these softer gestures, you may think your cat is distant, but they're not distant. They're subtle. That head bump, that's trust. That slow blink, that can be affection. That moment they sleep near you, even without touching you, that can be love. That tiny escort to the bathroom, the kitchen, the hallway, that may be companionship in its purest feline form. So if your cat could ask one final thing of you, it might be this: please stop asking me to love like a dog and start noticing the way I already love like a cat. Because once you learn their language, everything changes. You stop chasing obvious affection. You start seeing devotion in the quiet places. And suddenly, your cat doesn't seem mysterious anymore. They seem honest. In the end, most cats don't want a perfect owner. They want a patient one. Someone who respects their boundaries, protects their routines, feeds their instincts, notices their pain, and understands that love to a cat is often silent, but never small. So if you share your home with a cat, maybe the real question isn't, how do I make my cat love me more? Maybe the better question is, how do I make my cat feel more understood? Because when a cat feels understood, that's often when the deepest bond begins. And if you've ever had a cat choose your lap, your doorway, your bed, or simply your presence in a quiet room, then you already know a cat's love is never loud, but when it's real, it is unforgettable.